On today's episode, you'll travel along with me while I sit in the car for 10 hours, get the bike finally running again, take a ferry to Lombok Island where we find a beach to relax a bit. I successfully fly my drone this time, and then I get to a shop in Bali where I start repairs on Daisy. So back to the scene of the crash on West Nusa Tengara, just outside of Beamer.
So organised with the locals to take me to the port that can take me to Lombok. This is my humble ride.
So what should have taken about 6 hours by bike ended up taking 10 hours by car because this thing would just move so slow.
So it's been about 5 hours or 6 hours since the accident. On the way to the port now, it's so much slower driving by car. Well would have been there, Roy's probably there already. So just stopped for a coffee and a second or third break today. But at least the views are on.
So the whole time I was in the car, I was thinking, what could possibly stop the bike from starting beside the dash, not talking to the other computer? And I theorised that I could possibly have not had it in neutral because the dash is the only thing that tells me I was in neutral. Once I arrived at the port where Roy was waiting, I plugged everything back in, flipped the bike in neutral, and it finally started. So I was back on the road.
Carla, here we come. So it's the following morning after the big crash with the cow yesterday. Last night got in and plugged everything back in, actually switched it into neutral this time, and it started up. I'll walk you around the damage. So, cow impacted here. Forks and everything look straight. I mean, none of that's damaged. The fender's even fine. The dash, so that's cracked. I think it's just the LCD, but that'll need to be replaced. But it is still talking to everything else, and it's communicating, and it starts. So that's all good. The wiring loom and everything, I've gone over that. That's fine. The headlight is possibly salvageable, I hope. Windscreen's fucked. The light bar is salvageable. This thing, inevitably, the plastic part broke, so don't buy these from Ducati, they're useless. This one's alright. This lever is a bit twisted, but still usable. That whole mechanism's fine. This mirror is twisted real bad. That one's bad too, but still usable. So it starts and rides. So the plan today is to go to the port, catch a ferry over to Lombok. I'll be in Lombok a couple of days, I think, and then heading to Bali, where I met a guy that owned a custom bike shop the other week. Hopefully he can help me out with making some kind of assembly for the front of it, to mount a windshield, mount that cracked dash, just to get me the other, 1,000 Ks or 1,200 Ks to Jakarta, where I've been talking to Ducati Indonesia. They can order me some parts. It looks like it'll be a month before they get in, so I'm not sure if I'll go through them or I'll possibly keep going to keep on my time schedule, and then get the parts in Malaysia or Thailand or somewhere like that. But yeah, I'm super stoked that the bike actually starts. I got to take it for its test ride, make sure nothing's all wonky, but looks all right. The impact was obviously on this side. I had a side bag like that, which took all the impact, which was nice. The crash bars got pushed in a bit, but hopefully I can pull that back out. And the rest of the bike on this side actually looks all right.
So I spent the 2 hours on the ferry rearranging all the wiring for the bike, putting all the loose ends in plastic bags so they wouldn't soak in any water, and then finally duct taping everything just to keep the water out as much as possible.
So I just finished Daisy's facelift. I'll show you what I did. So I have put all the loose end electronics, including the screen, all in Ziploc bags and made them really kind of as waterproof as I can. And then this will kind of protect it from some rain. The key, this is my new Ducati key. I have the immobilizer that I hold next to it and it starts. I've rerun the cable for that still works. Put this back on. That lever's a bit bent, but it's fine. Reattach this bag, and that's about it. So it should get us somewhere. Bad spot.
Chatted to some of the locals running one of the stalls we were buying beer from, and they let us camp for the night for about 50,000 rupiah.
Well, after a day of chaos, a nice day relaxing on the beach. Terima kasih. Oh, looks delicious. Not bad, Joe, not bad.
Good morning. Not a bad view. So this was the accommodation last night. Just sleeping on this thing. It's quite nice. Just at the beach. Look up to this.
I couldn't resist but try to take Daisy on the sand, but unfortunately, because the dash had the computer stuck in touring mode, I had a bit of an issue getting back up to the road.
I hear the next beach is just like Acapulco.
See you, mate.
Take care.
Yeah, you too. See you, mate.
due to me needing to fix my bike in Bali and Roy on a bit of a time crunch, he headed off, and then I stuck around Lombok for a few more days.
So I've just arrived at the Mandalika circuit. I got told about this by some motorcycle guys that helped me organise and fix my bike. Supposedly there was supposed to be practice yesterday and today, but I found out this morning from a guy that was here yesterday, someone actually crashed on a bike and passed away. So obviously they're closed today, but I've come to check out the circuit. I tried to get in, but they won't let me. But take some pictures. So I was here.
I was planning to stick around the racetrack for the day, but since it was closed, I decided to head north and jump on a ferry to Gili Island.
Fuck, it's hot. Just got back to Lombok, about to go to the ferry to go over to Bali today. Meeting up with a guy just outside of Ubud, and I found a little hotel there. So that'll be the plan for tonight. I might head to the shop today, do a little playing with him, and then start fabricating tomorrow, hopefully. On the ferry to Bali. This one's about 4 hours. Daisy's there. Don't get in till about 6:30, so I don't think I'm going to ride to Ubud to the workshop because I don't have a headlight. It's only 18 minutes to Kuta, so I'll just check into the hostel I stayed in a few weeks ago, and then head to the shop in the morning.
This was my makeshift headlight just for the quick 10-minute ride I needed to do.
Terima kasih. My friend.
Tune in on the next episode where we give Daisy a facelift, making a new support for the front and mounting a KTM 150 screen. I stopped by the Dios factory in Bali, then climb up Mount Ijen, sulfur volcano. So see you on the next one.